What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm gonna show you and speak about the Psy Tech. So, Psy Tech is on the scene for quite a while now, and it's getting more popular and more popular. What's very interesting to me, because originally, like several years ago, I wasn't a fan of the Psy Tech in the form as it was, but I always had a feeling that I need to do, and I did produce a techno for a very, very long time, and I have many of the tracks. Just I was never keen to release them, since I was very, 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 how to say, lazy, not lazy, but not without enough courage to start a new project with a new artist profile, with the new Instagram pages, with whatsoever. So many other administrative work, which is for me was always painful. But I always had a desire to start releasing a different types of the music under the same name, even though I was always discouraged by the industry professionals, booking agencies, label managers, whatsoever. But the older I am, the more sure I am that I should follow my own path and try to, not to educate, but try to inform the crowd that is listening to my music, or people that like my music, that I just want to make music and I want to reduce the number of the promotion, marketing, Instagram, Facebook, whatsoever, as I want to use that time to make more and more music. So I have thousands of tracks, not thousands, but I have hundreds of tracks that are done in a techno way. I did even release few tracks as e-click. Maybe some of you remember that. One was released for Tesseract Studio, another for Banel's 25 years of career on Iboga Tech. So it's not that I wasn't active that much, I was just not persuasive enough. So I have a new project, which is Eclip and Ria, which is kind of a collaboration project between me and my wife, since she's already playing a Psy Tech for quite some time now, and she's doing very good. So we decided to start making the music together, and instead of starting everything from zero, I decided just to call it as my artist name, Eclip, as I honestly believe that it's not that much different from maybe most of you who are inside the Psytrance music or similar style. You might be a little bit more, how to say, picky about it, and maybe you can see it as different sounding music. But if someone who is outside of this world, they will definitely say that it is almost the same. You will always hear Eclip inside of it, and it's something that I cannot avoid, because I have a personal taste and personal decisions which I'm making when I make my music. So when it comes to the Psy Tech, the reason why I decided to start actually going on this path now is that I finally found a combination of something that I like a lot. So usually Psy Tech used to have, and most of artists are using almost same kicks as in Psytrance. It's a different basis, it's also very sharp and whatsoever, but I decided to take a little bit a different path. So I took like the techno groove, which I like how it sounds, and then implement the parts of the Psy Tech. For me, it's way, way, way more groovier. It does sound on the large, big PA system way better. It's more like low-oriented kick and the bass. So instead of talking too much, let me play you what I mean by this. Like. So this is 132 bits, and I love this range, and specifically when I want to make longer sets, when I start, like, let's say Psy Tech, or even some type of progressive house, which I like a lot, like Stan Kolev, Matan Kaspi, and similar types of the artists, where they use a lot of world instruments, which is making it very, how to say, I don't know, alive a bit. And when I want to combine that and move, let's say, continue my DJ sets and continue to the Psytrance, it's very, very hard to find a music specifically from 130, 132 to 135, 36. So I feel there's a gap in there. Of course, maybe there is some music, but not that easy to find. There's a peak driving techno in that range, but still that commercial side with a lot of vocals and that uplifting, very clubby commercial sounds is something that I really don't like to play. So what I did, like I extracted this type of the groove with the rolling bass line, mostly because you most likely already know I love the rolling bass lines. And then do certain different types of the decisions later on. So the track Addicted is like just got released yesterday on our Tech new label. So starting with this track with my wife and myself. So that's like a small tease of that track. We have another track. It's called Oracle Gate, which is on 135. It's very, very groovy and very, very danceable to say. And this track actually was done like only by the half, and then I just duplicated it so we can play this track and test it out. So it's basically half of it done. But lucky enough, Louis Sam likes this track, so he's gonna finish it up. So he's gonna do the second part whatsoever. So our second track is going to be collaboration with Louis Sam, which is a very good thing. So small tease of this track as well, like. So it's still kind of Psytrance atmosphere, but with this techno groove. And what is good about it, maybe it's because I just started making it and maybe I'm more free. In Psytrance, we are all stuck to the same kicks and the basses, same sounding one, very clean, very punchy, plucky bass lines that there's only like a few types of the kicks that are okay to use. And it's very, very shame in a way, but also when I start changing it's kind of different. So I believe we are currently in a not so good or innovative phase, which you already know because last 5 videos I made were about Psytrance crisis. And one of the reasons I believe it's the groove itself, because the groove is almost the same in every single Psytrance track, which is kind of very bad thing, because I would say that for every electronic dance music 75% is the groove itself, because it's a backbone, it's something that's going to be there. And if the groove is right and correct, we have a very big chances that track is going to be good. While we work on it, if the groove is there, it's going to move us, it's going to inspire our it's going to tease our inspiration, so it's going to motivate us. If we are like liking what we are hearing by the groove itself, then all the decisions what's going to come up in the track are going to be way easier. So if we have something that is constantly, I must risk that even though I love rolling bass lines, that they started to sound a bit boring, because if we see each track individually, then it's good enough. But if you listen one after another, we can see that we have almost all the same grooves without more bass lines to do it, or we have the same waveform like the saw is making and whatsoever. While in a Psy Tech, in a tracks like this, we don't need to use the saw, we can use the square, we can use this or that. So also it doesn't need to be plucky, it can be very different types of the filters. I specifically didn't want to use a serum or anything that I use is Psytrance, so I'm going to use all this analog emulation VSTs like Diva, Ace, Zebra, and other that are made as replications or synthesizers. Sorry. So this was the Oracle Gate, the second one. So Luis is gonna finish this one, and we have the new one, which is called South. So now 132, 130, 132, 135 is amazing for this type of the music with, I would say, backbone of the some type of the techno with the psychedelic sounds on top. It's just a perfect match for me, and I'm currently very deep into that zone, even though I just saw that few artists are starting going this direction, and I really think it's going to be something that will be able to replace the original progressive psytrance that used to be the music that I used to make on 135, 134, 136, as I believe this range is missing, and it's very, very bad that we don't have enough of the music in the each specifically how to say the BPM ranges, because it's really helpful for DJs whatsoever. So this techno track is something I wrote like 2011. When I was inspired with drum code in that time, when it was very like a progressive techno, very nice sounding, which is far away from today. I believe they went very, very commercial in the commercial zone. This is 128. So I have hundreds of, not tracks, but I have hundreds of loops and something that I was starting like that I was producing this for whole my life. And let me just try to tracks export. So I have plenty of them like unfinished, and many of them like 122, 136 and whatsoever. So many, many tracks that are unfinished and this type, but I'm gonna start the new ones because it's for me way, way more easier to find the groove for this than it is for the Psytrance, because Psytrance somehow we're doing exactly the same thing over and over. What I did differently when it comes to the Psytrance, even though I showed in one of my previous videos, but I will do it right now. Just, yeah, new old school. I called it new old school. So something that's also with the different types. Okay, something that's with the different types of the kicks and the basses, and that actually sounds not that much different, but at least the groove is different, which is for me a very good thing. So again, different kicks, different basses, different oscillation on the bass, delay on the bass, not on the lows and whatsoever. So it's very... Even if it's rolling, it doesn't sound daga 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 too sharp. So there's not a retrig on this bass line, so it means that every note is sounding a little bit different, so it's changing. So it sounds way more alive. I have another track which is called Back to the Roots. It's not a track, it's just a small portion. That one and this one as well. So I was thinking maybe, because this new school, old school is finished, but I was thinking maybe to finish all three of them and release them as one EP, and to see how people will react on this type of the sound, which is a bit different, not that commercial, but also like a little bit It does sound a little bit old school, just because it doesn't sound like a Psytrance that is done today specifically. I'm talking about the groove mostly. I'm not talking about the other decisions. So this one is a bit boring, but I just wanted to tease a different groove. I have restarted many new Psy Tech tracks as well. Like this one on 135, like... Opa, sorry. There's another thing going. This one does remind way more to the Psytrance than the other ones, but still, like... I don't know, like... I believe that in the Psy Tech and these techno elements, like, we use way bigger elements, like the hi-hats are very punchy in the mids and the highs, and in Psytrance we have all the small details, and then we have a lot of sounds. I'm actually not sure why does it feel that much groovier, at least to myself, than the Psytrance today, but I will definitely try to understand exactly why and share that with you. This one as well, yeah. So it's very enjoyable when I come in studio, when I want to have fun, when I want to have like a very good time. I would most likely start something of this type way more than I would start a Psytrance today. I don't know. So something that I finished very fast was this track. Like, it just flew. I really enjoyed like in this type of not that punchy kicks and deep kicks and deep bass lines with playing with the loops and whatsoever. So was way more, yeah. Anyway, so this was type of the update and also announcement of the Eclipse and Ria Addicted is released today on Spotify and on Bandcamp and other platforms, so you can go check it out. And yep, so that will be it for this video, and thank you very much for watching, and see you soon with another video.